name's Guy Reams and welcome to Physical Security University. Today we're talking about Toshiba cameras. Specifically, we're talking about the IKWD-04A camera. This is a 720p HD camera, power packed with a lot of features. We're going to talk about the specifics of the camera, but first let's talk about what comes in the box. As you can see before here are all the elements that are included in the camera when it is shipped. Over here, you have the documentation of the camera. The camera comes with a quick start guide. It also comes with a 2-year warranty. It comes with a mounting plate with some screw sets. And it comes with a CD-ROM in which you can install the software to install the camera. Now, when the camera ships, it comes with a network cable that is attached. The network cable plugs directly into an RJ45 transceiver slot on a switch or on a PoE injector. If the cable is not long enough, it requires a network coupler. The coupler comes shipped with the camera and allows you to extend by adding an additionally long cable. It is recommended that you put a surge suppressor on that network cable to prevent an unnecessary surge from causing damage to the components of the camera. In addition, you have a nice little accessory here. This accessory allows you to connect it to the camera, and it provides you with an external video feed out so you can test the camera with a handheld or wrist-worn LCD monitor. The camera also includes a small dome with a security shield. Let's take a look at the camera itself. This is the camera itself. As you can see, this camera is pretty compact, very small form factor camera. The dome fits right over the camera very easily. Obviously, you would install the security shield first, and then you would position the lens right inside the dome when installing it. The dome also has cutouts on the side for mounting it with a side mount where you maybe want cable or something like that to go into the side of the camera. Now let's take a little closer look at the camera itself. As you can see here, the camera has its lens. Up by the lens are 2 screws. One is the telephoto, which allows you to zoom the camera in and out. The other one is the focus, to go farther and near in the focus of the camera. You have 2 adjustment screws on the side. These adjustment screws allow you to tilt the camera up and down depending on where you want the camera to aim. You'll also see a reset button next to the power LED light. In addition to that, you have a micro SD chip slot where you can have onboard local storage for the camera. Now that we've had taken a closer look at the camera, let's talk a little bit about the software to install the camera with. The camera comes with a software CD-ROM, and upon installing it, you'll get an installation wizard. This is a Windows-based utility, so when you run it, you'll have to accept the UAC controls by window by clicking yes. Once you've loaded the installation wizard, it'll detect what type of network you're using. In my case, in this situation, I'm using a private LAN IP, so it's noticing that this is a private DHCP assigned address. Go ahead and click next when it's discovered your network. It will then discover the camera on the network. You might want to compare this with the camera and notice the serial number on the back of your camera and compare that to the camera that comes up in your installation wizard. In this case, I'm going to double click on the camera that I see in my installation wizard. That is going to bring up the Internet Explorer browser and you will now see the camera. We are now looking at the camera. In fact, I'll go ahead and put the camera here and you get, well, not so good. You get to look at me, you get to look at my waist. There we go. Hello. That's the camera. So nonetheless, we're now looking at the camera. Now this was easy because I've actually installed this before. But when you first do this for the first time, you need to accept a couple of ActiveX controls that automatically get loaded when you hit the camera. If you have security settings, you may want to go into your Internet Explorer browser and reduce your security settings down in order for those unsigned ActiveX controls to be accepted by Internet Explorer. Let's go ahead and take a look at this interface just briefly. Over to the left-hand side, you have some standard easy viewing controls. These cameras accept multiple streams. Notice up at the top, you can click viewable streams. You also have digital pan-tilt zoom controls and a variety of other features. In addition, down at the bottom you have the configuration menu. If you click on that, you can get to the more advanced configuration menu where you can adjust the settings of the camera. Well, that's it. That's pretty much the basics of setting up, getting your camera ready to go on the network. We're now completed by taking a look at the camera. If you'd like to know more, visit physicalsecurityu.com and check out all of our courses on cameras and a lot more with physical security. Thank you.